Hey everybody, I am here in the Lincoln room filming a workout that you can do right here in this room or even at home on your own. It requires zero equipment except for a chair. Most rooms that we're in have one of these. So we're gonna get right to it with a short little warm-up that is actually extremely useful and functional for anybody. So you're gonna make sure that your feet are about hip width apart. If your chair has arm rests, you can actually use those to help stand yourself up, or try and use your core, engage it. Stand up by pushing through your heels, and then with control, sitting right back down. So I'm trying not to hunch my body over, but I'm really using my legs to stand myself up, pushing through my heels, and with control, sitting back down. Come on up and down. If you need to, use the armrests, but try to still primarily use your legs. Come on down. So these are really here just for guidance and some balance, not to push up and use those arm muscles. Now what you're gonna do is stand up, sweep the arms up as you take a nice deep inhale, exhale, sit right back down, stand up, sweep the arms up, exhale. We're gonna do 3 more. Stand up, inhale, and 2 more. Stand up, inhale, sweep the arms. So we're really warming up our entire body. Stand up, sweep the arms, and down. Now what you're gonna do is just take a step to the side of the chair, and you can roll it to the side. We're just gonna use the back of the chair as a balance support for us. So you can have this if you want to mirror me. You've got your right hand on the chair and your right toes are facing in towards the chair. Standing up nice and tall, your left hand can just stay on the side, or you can put it out for some balance. And then your left leg is pointed out to the side, and you're just lifting and lowering. Lift and lower. Lift. Now with your stationary leg, you've got your knee slightly bent. So it's soft but strong. It's usually what I say, you don't want that knee locked. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We have 2 more. And last one. And down. Now you're just gonna take that chair, turn it around. And now we're gonna do the other side. So you've got your left hand on the chair, left toe is pointing towards the chair at an angle, soft but strong knee. Right leg is out to the side, and you're lifting and lowering. This is really just a few inches. We're not trying to really squeeze our leg up there. So we're really targeting and isolating those muscles right in our butt and our hip. So keep lifting with control. Lift. 4 more. Stand nice and tall through your core and your torso. 3, 2, and 1. And now we're gonna actually have a seat again. We don't do that much sitting in our fitness classes, but you do wanna make sure that your chair is a little bit higher, so you have about a 90-degree bend in your knee. And you can use your armrests here. If you don't have armrests, you can put your hands down by the side. Sit up nice and tall, round those shoulders back, and you're gonna start by lifting one leg up and down. So this is a leg extension. Now we're switching legs each time. Okay, toes are pointing up towards the ceiling, really working these quad muscles right in here. Lift and lower. You've probably seen a machine like this at the gym before. Now you don't really need to add extra weight. So when you're doing body weight exercises, really focus on the muscles that you're working. So right now it's our quads, it's the front of our thigh here. Squeeze and down. So if you add that extra squeeze and really are mindful about the muscles that you're working, you're gonna still get a great workout and less chance of hurting yourself. So keep going, core stays tight. And we have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we're gonna do the same thing with, but we're gonna start on the opposite side that we did, the side that we finished with last time. So left foot is pointing towards the chair, knee is soft but strong, left hand is on the chair, right leg is out. This time let's hold our arm out for balance. If you can, Just another way to add a little bit more of a challenge for you. Core is tight, so you're staying nice and tall through your core. Breathe. And I always try and remind people to smile too, because this should be fun. But it should be working. 3 more. 3. And squeeze. Last one. And now we're gonna switch sides. So we've got the same thing on the opposite side. Right leg pointed towards the chair, set that knee, right hand on the chair, left leg out, and left arm is out for balance, and lift, and lower. Now you really wanna focus on controlling the movement. Like I said, we're not adding weight here, so squeeze that muscle up, but don't let your leg just fall back to the ground, because then everything else comes out of whack. And we wanna have a nice position throughout the entire exercise. We have 2 more. Squeeze, last one, and down. So you choose whether you want to have your arm out for balance, maybe you want to have it out to the side, or if you just want to keep it on your hip. But let's have a seat again. Like I said, I don't usually suggest that too much when we're exercising. Sit nice and tall in your chair, use the arm rests if you need to, or hands down, 90-degree angle at your knees, toes point up, and down. Really extend that leg. Squeeze those muscles on the front of your thigh. Breathe. Smile. Now, if your chair is too low, this is going to be really uncomfortable. So again, make sure that your hips are at least level with your knees while you're doing this exercise, or even slightly higher, okay? We have 8 more total. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So now we're going to go into a different kind of squat. Basically, our chair lifts that we started with when we started and did our warm-up, it's kind of a take on a squat, but we're going to do a wide leg squat right now, or also called a plie squat, or also called a sumo squat, like a sumo wrestler. So now you've got your chair, it's here for balance. You don't need to use the chair if you don't want to. You're gonna place your hands right on the back though if you use it. Feet are wider than the chair, so this is a wide stance, wider than your hips. Toes are pointed out at an angle to both front corners of the room. Now, weight still stays in your heels, chest stays tall, and you drop down and up, pushing through those heels. So as you come down with control, you feel a stretch in your inner thigh. Now you might also feel these in your butt a little bit. Down and up. Now my hands are just resting here for balance. You can keep them on your hips if you want. You can push them out forward if you need some more balance, but you don't want to be pulling up on this. Down, push through those heels, down, and last one, down and up. Now, we're gonna do, in between this, we're gonna do what's called a calf raise or just a heel raise. So now we're working these muscles down here. Again, you can use this chair for balance. We're gonna do these 3 different ways, and we're only gonna do 5 repetitions of each way we have our feet. So right now I have my feet parallel. I'm using the chair for balance. I just rest my hands on it. I'm lifting up onto my toes and back down. Lift. So now we have 2 more with our feet this way, all the way up and down. Now, toes are gonna come in, heels are gonna come out. We're lifting up and down. Eyes stay forward, nice tall positioning. 2 more this way, up on those toes, back down, up and down. Now we're gonna do the opposite. Heels in, toes out, and lift up and down, up and down. Again, stay nice and tall. With this stance, people tend to have a better base of support, so you probably don't even need to hold on. So in between that, we're gonna go right back to our sumo squat. So I'll do this one at an angle so you can see. Feet are wide, wider than the chair. Toes are pointed out at an angle. I'm just using the chair for balance as I drop down, and straight up. Getting a nice stretch, and up, down, up. My knees are not caving in, they're pointing out over my toes as I squat down, and up, down, and up, almost there. Push through those heels so your weight's not shifting to your toes or the outside of your foot. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And so now we're gonna go right back to our calf raises. So our feet are parallel, lifting up on our toes, and down, lift, down. So this is primarily a lower body routine, strength training, really working the muscles, excuse me, all throughout our legs. Now toes in, heels out, lift up and down. Now you always want to listen to your own body. So you pick a level that's good for you. I tried to show a couple different modifications here. And heels in, toes out. But repetitions also are a great way to modify exercises. So if you can't do form correctly, it's best to ease off the repetitions and make sure you can get as many in with excellent form and then work your way up from there instead of performing the exercises and not having correct form. Then you take a risk of injuring yourself or just promoting a poor movement pattern that's just going to carry over into daily life. So you've got a lower body workout here. It's about 10 minutes. Gets your heart rate up. You can probably hear me talking, breathing a little bit heavier. It's a great workout. Like I said, start where is good for you. You can challenge yourself. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me. Combine this with some of the stretches that I have sent out, and you have an awesome little workout here. Enjoy.